How you doing? I'm the baby from Z92.3. This is GSR High School Hype, and it is the portion of the show. It's called the Z Community Spotlight. And today I'm here with Dinah Goodman. Is that right?
Dina.
Dina
spelled like Dinah.
Well, Dina Goodman is in our house today, and she is a Red Cross volunteer.
Yes.
Now, tell me about being a Red Cross volunteer. Number one, how does it happen? Let me know about that.
Okay. Well, I started in '92, and the reason for that is because I had to take it. I worked with people with disabilities, and I loved it so much that I decided to become a volunteer. And I've been doing it ever since. I did it in North Carolina, Port Hueneme, and Fort Hood before I got deployed with the Navy.
Okay, and so you're a member of the one out at Fort Hood, and I know you're working to become one for the one in Killeen, which is great.
I would like to, yes, become one for the one in Killeen also.
Well, where you going to do it? You're already a member of Fort Hood, so you know Killeen going to take you. That's right, all right. Now, while you're doing the Red Cross volunteer, I know you come into so many contact with a lot of people, right? What do you do?
My actual job?
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
Well, I'm a personal training director at Gym X, and I'm also a Navy reservist. I'm a mystery shopper. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay. Okay, but
I'm a Red Cross volunteer.
Okay, now the Red Cross volunteer, who tells you where you have to go? What do you do when you get to wherever it is you have to go? Do you understand what I'm saying?
You mean like for disaster services?
Right.
Okay, well what happens usually if there's a disaster, they have disaster planning and preparedness, and then they ask for volunteers, and we can either man the phones, or we can, let's say, a hurricane situation, we can go out and actually help the population with food and shelter, and just to make people feel a little bit better about their situation in an emergency. I basically do what I'm told by the Red Cross.
Oh, okay.
I take guidance from them.
Okay, and wherever they say go, they go.
Exactly,
Now,
great organization.
what is something that you've been a part of as far as being a Red Cross volunteer? Maybe Katrina or something. Can you tell me something that you've kind of been involved in?
Well, actually, when we first, after September 11th in Hawaii, we had to man phone lines because there are a lot of people panicked. Okay. Because people were scared at the time and they were unsure of what was going to happen.
Were you scared?
I was a little bit scared.
Okay.
I was. But I know the Red Cross, and they've always been there for people. So we were able to help get people through that if they needed anything, say loans and grants, funding, help, assistance. We were there to help them. The Red Cross was there.
Well, I remember when I was in the military, I had to come home a couple times on emergency leave. Mom got sick, and I didn't have no money, but I know I went to the Red Cross, and they made sure I got my money. I do remember that about the Red Cross because, you know, it helps all of the people that's in the military. So that was a good thing for me. I got a chance to come home and see Mom. She was really, really sick. But you guys still do things like that for the military all over.
Well, we have the Armed Forces Emergency Services.
Okay.
So what happens if a family member needs to get hold of the troops, the Red Cross makes that communication between the troops and their family members, say the troops are deployed, and they're the ones that help to make that communication possible and get that information to them, and they help.
Well, I know you feel real good about that because I think that's a good thing, you know, to be a Red Cross volunteer, because you are helping people, and that's what this, you know, this is about, the Z Community Spotlight. You know, it's about helping people, and that's what we are about, is helping people. Now, do you recommend this for people?
I do.
Mean, do you?
And the Red Cross actually has something for high school students where they can, in their school, they will come out and they will train students to be instructors so that they can instruct other students.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that?
So they can become, they can become instructors. Students can become instructors and train other students in health and safety services, and that's a good thing.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm just real excited about that, Dina. Now, if you were put in a situation where you had to, let's say, teach a group of people, you know, yourself, say your people were gone and you had to put 10 or 15 people together to be Red Cross volunteers, what do you look for?
For one thing, it's okay to be a little bit scared. We want people to get out of that fear, and the way you do that is through preparation. So the Red Cross teaches preparation, but I'm confident that if I had to do it, on my own with a group of students, I could, just based on what the Red Cross has taught me about health and safety and awareness, and how to save lives, CPR, AED, they do babysitting, they do pet first aid.
All right,
They do babysitting.
All right, that's pretty good.
They do a little bit of everything. I mean, they help the community in so many different ways, and I'm confident just based on my training, I would be able to do that. I didn't think I would.
Really?
You know, I thought that the first time an emergency would happen that I'd freeze, but once you learn those steps, you know, check, call, and care, and you're always...
check, call, and care is what you said?
Yes.
Tell me what that is. Check?
Check the scene, make sure the scene is safe, call 911, and then care for the person.
See, that was cool.
I have good training. They have taught me well.
Well, you sound like you know what's going on because you said that.
Love 'em.
Like, I know what I'm doing with that right there.
Oh, yeah. They taught me well.
Well, that's good. I'm certainly glad you had a chance to come on our show today.
Thank you so much.
And
I appreciate
it meant so much to us to have you here. And that's now, is there a number that they can call to become a Red Cross volunteer?
Yes. Bob Robinson for Red Cross in Killeen. His number is 200-4400. Easy number to remember. 400. So, and he's a really nice guy. I've talked to him on the phone, and he's just filled me in, and I'm still trying to become one of their volunteers.
Well, you're going to become one of them, I'm telling you now.
Thank you very much.
I know that's going to happen.
Thank you.
Hey, this is GSR. Hey, this is the Z Community Spotlight. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.